familiar. You don't know me?
You bomb buckler, Rita.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother.
Ghana feels like Jamaica. Ghana even smells like Jamaica. Even some of your language is similar to Jamaica.
This is very emotional. A Jamaican woman finds her brother in Ghana after 20 years. They actually reunited in Ghana, and this is so very, very emotional. So Ghana is actually a home for all. Motherland is really beautiful, and she accepts everyone that has good heart. Let's check out these videos together, but please do well by liking them.
She will be here
Saturday.
She will be here Friday evening.
It's starting Friday evening.
Coming up. And it's
You look familiar. You don't know me?
You bomb buckler, Rita.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother. Come here.
Rasta.
Don't make me cry, please.
Stop crying, man.
Oh, brother.
Ghana feels like Jamaica. Ghana even smells like Jamaica. Even some of your language is similar to Jamaica. So, the way some of the villages talk, I don't know what you call it. We call it patois, but you guys speak and you say, adekam. And that kind of it's similar to patois.
Pidgin.
Yeah, pidgin. There you go. So pidgin and patois, very similar. And even some of the tree language, like there are people in Jamaica that still use certain words. So some of the foods are the same.
What is this obsession between Ghana and Jamaica? Really, what is this strong link between this African country and this small Caribbean island that makes the ties so unique and so strong? The majority of the enslaved Africans that were brought to Jamaica to enter the slave economy were from the Ashanti and the Akan regions of Ghana. So there is a direct historical genealogical tie between Jamaicans and Ghana from that perspective. Secondly, there is this obsession with reggae music all across the continent of Africa for sure, but talking about Ghana, Ghanaians really do love reggae and dancehall, and that is because a lot of the lyrics in reggae and dancehall talk about struggle, talk about poverty, rising from the ground, rising from the dirt to overcome many difficulties. And this is really a struggle that many people across the world, but particularly in Ghana, relate to and can understand. And so they gravitate a lot to reggae music and have this deep love for the music, and a lot of their own artists even emulate that style. The third thing is that we do have a lot of ties when it comes to our language patterns. Fun fact, many Ghanaians can understand patois. And if you hear some Ghanaians speak, a lot of the things we as Jamaicans say in patois are actually derivatives, are derived from the way Ghanaians speak. So we also have a tie there with language, because they're all about uniting Black people and reaching out to this wider Pan-African population, and they see connecting with Jamaica, with Black people all across the world, as one way to continue to reach out to achieve this African unity. So those are just a couple of things that really make the tie and the connection between Jamaica and Ghana really strong. Let me know if you know of any others down below.
Are from Ghana, from the Akans, from the Ashanti tribe, and also.
So I've been recently seeing a lot of videos on this whole Ghana-Jamaican relationship. I just want to touch on it quickly because I feel like a lot of it's coming from a pure place. However, the way we are talking about the history and the relationship is a bit skewed. There is a relationship, or there is the impact of peoples that are from what is now called Ghana to Jamaica, right? However, they are not the dominant group in Jamaica. In fact, there is no dominant group. People need to remember that there is no dominant people in terms of ethnically in the Jamaicans in the period of enslavement during in Jamaica. Sorry. To understand this, we need to understand this. When it comes to Jamaican history and culture, we must get away from looking at our history through a colonial lens. What I mean by that is we should never be saying that Jamaicans come from Ghana or Jamaicans come from Nigeria, because there was no Nigeria, there was no Ghana when our ancestors were being taken from there. Is it? And these things are modern constructs. These things are modern products of colonialism. Is it? So that's where that's. Point 2.
Are from Ghana, from the Akans, from the Ashanti tribe, and
that's where that's where hear what I'm saying? Historically, the Ashanti would have been more likely to be the ones trading people than to be the ones traded. And I think it's important for us to get away from looking at history through an imperial lens and deifying imperialism. We have more of a relationship, or more of an impact from the other tree speaking peoples of the Akan than we do with the Ashanti and other people of what is now known as Ghana, like the Ga. The next thing and the final thing is that when it comes to Jamaican culture and history, right? Well, Jamaican culture, we need to understand that it has multiple origins. Jamaican culture has multiple, say with me, multiple origins. Multiple origins. For instance, one of the videos, a man said that Aki comes from Ghana.
Aki, which is part of Jamaica's national dish, Aki and saltfish, originates in Ghana, although Ghana...
Which Aki? Kiana Wanya. They said Aki comes from Ghana, but it's not true. There's zero evidence. Zero evidence that Aki comes from Ghana. What we do know is that this fruit, or at least the name for this fruit, it's a cashew nut, by the way. This fruit is where we get the word Aki from. In the Akan language, this is known as Akeya or Achia. Is it? And they believe that this is where we get the name Aki from. However, in the Kru language of Liberia, they call this Eki. You know what I'm saying? Eki.
Ghana has some of the most nicest and most friendliest people. Like, I want to go to Ghana just for that. I want to just meet the people in Ghana and, you know, just have a vibe.
This video of this Jamaican lady reuniting with her brother in Ghana after 20 years of seeing him or they seeing themselves have actually got me very, very emotional. And you could see he has been staying in Ghana for the past 20 good years. For good 20 years, and he's still looking very healthy. The reason why he has forgotten to go back to his homeland, Jamaica, is because Jamaican feels Ghana, like he feels at home. And that is how motherland is. When you come into motherland with a good heart, motherland will make you feel very sweet there. You won't forget that you are not in your house. That's why I say motherland is very, very addicted. You know, Ghana is indeed a country for all. If you have a good mind, if you are coming there to add and not to divide and not to subtract and not to minus, motherland is going to favor you. This video actually got me very, very emotional. But the circulation of, Ghana and, Jamaica has differences, like they are similar. In fact, according to what we just watched, that Jamaicans came from Ghana or Ghana came from Jamaica. I don't really understand, I think, can you please let me know the full gist on the comment section, because I'm still looking for the full gist, because it's just like a cut and join kind of, and that have actually gotten me, because there's a whole lot of similarity from the videos that I've actually watched, there's a whole lot of similarities to Ghana and Jamaica. And this of recent, President John Dramani Mahama just sent aid to Jamaica, because of the ongoing thing that is happening in Jamaica. And this is so emotional. This is so emotional. President John Dramani Mahama sent items worth 30 million Ghana cedi. I've actually done that video. Anyway, this is so emotional. Let me know your thoughts on the comment section. Please let me know the relationship between Ghana and Jamaica on the comment section. This video, they've all spoken, and this is so emotional, you guys. Anyway, please let me know your thoughts on the comment section. I'm simply Lilian. Do well by liking this video, subscribing, and share. Thank you so much. I'll see you on my next one. Bye.